Melt the resistance and open your heart with Transformation Thursdays.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Transformation Thursday. I'm your host, Winnie Wang. I'm a licensed acupuncturist that specializes in releasing trauma from the body. I'm so excited that we have Diana Miranda in the house. Woo woo! Okay, Diana Miranda is an international transformational trainer, business coach, educator, and founder of LifeWorks Transformation Trainings. Dedicated to life coaching and training for the last 23 years, Diana has trained over thousands of people, including the youth all over the world. Welcome, Diana.
Thank you so much, Winnie, for having me here. I'm so excited about this project that we're launching and to be part of it. So thank you for having me here.
Yeah, so Diana Miranda is one of the most favorite people of mine that I have asked to collaborate on a book called Unlocking Light, where we transform at the soul, heart, mind, energy, and body level. And Diana brings her expertise in shifting conversation. So this is the transformation at the mind level. And one of the things that she talk about in the book is how changing a conversation can produce a different action. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Interesting, right? And people are probably saying, what is a conversation? What are we talking about when we're saying a conversation? Well, let's get that straight, right? Let's get it straight. A conversation is anything that communicates. Meaning it could be a conversation I'm having with someone like you and I, or a conversation I may be having internally, like let's call them the little voices. And even we are a conversation, you're a conversation. It's like, what are we a conversation for? The way we dress, right? So anything that communicates is a conversation. So yes, actions produce results, but where do these actions come from? Well, let's call it a conversation, right? And it's a declaration. It's what I have to say about anything. So let's break it down. How many of you out there, and maybe this is a favorite one out there, right? How many of you ladies, right, would say, all men are the same? Familiar?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is a conversation. Could be an internal conversation. And at times we don't even know that we're like having these ongoing underneath surface conversations. And for whatever, we start to see our results where I'm alone or no relationship works out, or why? Because I am operating from a conversation that all men are the same. So whatever that may mean for you. They're all loving. No, well, that's probably not.
No.
Right? Or they all cheat. They're all selfish. I don't know. You know the ones that you have, right?
Okay, I just totally got a really fun idea. Would you like to see some life coaching going on right here, right now? Okay. So I'm going to tell you.
I love you. She loves to get her money's worth.
That's right. We're getting our money's worth. Okay, so the all-men conversation that I have is that all men are selfish. You ever heard that one before? Yeah. Okay,
now
so
I am.
my experience is that men, they just think about themselves. Yeah. So, it probably has to do with experiences I've had with my father, experiences I've had with my ex-husband. Okay, but coach me. So how do I do this?
How about this? Our book is called Unlocking Light.
Yes.
And my chapter is mind. And it's called, I'm going to let it out. I'm going to let you know, it's Be Right or Have Love.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And so we're going to do a little training on that chapter. So a little like preview.
Yeah.
So first of all, Winnie, conversation or what you've declare it out is that all men are what?
Selfish.
Selfish. So human beings, I mean, I can ask you, which one would you prefer, to have love or be right? You would all say have what?
Love.
Love.
I want that so
So
badly.
love. However, most of the world chooses to really what? To be right.
Yeah.
And at this moment, I can say, no, Winnie, there's millions of possibilities. There's men that are not selfish. They're loving. But Winnie, you're going to say, no. You don't understand. All men are what?
Selfish?
Selfish. So because human beings were programmed to be right.
Yes, I have a question about that.
Yes.
Why do I love being right so much? Like, what's the reward? Like, what do I get when I'm right?
Well, first, if we're going to break this down and
Yeah.
want some coaching, is let's find out, what do you want to be right about? Right? What do I want to be right? I want to be right that all men are the same. Yes, but we get to break it down. Where did you make that up? Where did that start for you, that you got like,
I got
this
it.
event happen, and therefore now I labeled all men are the same or selfish. But there wasn't one event, because it's an event, but I'm putting it like it's the absolute truth. Like, that's all men.
I know
So
where
we
it
would
comes
have to
from.
go
I know
there.
where it comes from. It's from my mom. My mom says my dad is selfish like all day long. I grew up just hearing my mom saying my dad is selfish. And so I think that I've been drinking all men are selfish conversation. And so, yeah, so that's where it comes from.
So it's an opportunity to see that, work with that event, and then come back and say, okay, do I want to be right or do I want love? And am I really putting my past onto this awesome, amazing man that wants to love me? However, unconsciously not knowing, I want to be right. And they can be operating or showing up in a certain way, but in your eyes, in your listening, it will always be the listening of being right. And I need to collect that evidence, because I like to be right.
Yeah.
Because what if I told you that you have the choice to give meaning, significance to everything in your life? Like, it's a choice. And so Winnie likes the meaning-making machine, right?
Yeah.
Moment to moment.
Yeah. Okay, I just got this. So what Diana is saying is...
So what did you get?
Yes, exactly. I'm going to repeat it back to the audience, okay? So if I think that all men are selfish, that becomes my reality, okay? I'm going to go around, whether it's men in the workplace, men in romantic relationship, everywhere I go, because I hold on to the conversation that men are selfish, I'm actually going to see that in my life. But if I, dare I say, delete that conversation, and let's say if I get to create something from nothing, if I want to say all men are loving, if I hold on to that, then I will manifest people that are loving, right? Is that kind of how it works?
Well, in order to attract or at least shift an experience, right? Because if you say, okay, conversations produce actions, then we're going to have a result. If I want a different result, I want a different action, I need to shift the conversation. So the conversation or the declaration of all men are selfish, well, it's going to produce that evidence for you no matter what. The opportunity here is to alter that conversation to one of what then?
I love that this transformation technology is so powerful. Now it got me really curious. How did all get started? So tell us a little bit, how did you come across this? And, you know, what were you like before transformation? What are some of the conversations that you had? And how did having this technology in your life allow you to shift out of that?
Well, first of all, Winnie, I was privileged enough not to go, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. As my transformation, my journey of this work started when I was 21. So early on, I was able to learn a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at things, a perspective, and be able to alter. Now, it hasn't been easy because we're so programmed to be right. And however, what I did realize was that up until that moment, and you'll read a little bit about it in the book.
Yes.
It would think it's a long chapter, but it's golden nuggets, short, sweet, powerful, I would call it. And up until that weekend that I did a training, I had been putting my mom as this woman who was out there controlling my life and wanted to live her life through me, and she talked a lot too, and I was like, this lady, just get her away from me. Plus we were 20 years apart. However, my friends would meet her and they would be like, your mom is so cool. I'm like, you can have her. However, going to that weekend training, everything altered with her. Why? Because I had a new listening for her. It went from the conversation of my mom is out there controlling me, telling me what to do, to my mom just really loves me. Now, I'm going to tell you, 28 years later, she still tells me what to do. However, she didn't change. What changed was my conversation, what I had to say about her. And today, our relationship is flourishing every day. And ever since we had that, well, at least for me, I had that, let's call it transformation, a reinvention of my thinking, of the way I look, I listen to everything, that I have a choice to give a significance to everything in my life. I can choose at that moment, do I want to be right that my mom is controlling me, or do I want to have love? And so I'm like, no, I want love. I want a relationship with my mom. That works, because the other way, it doesn't really work. It didn't serve me, didn't give me and allow me an experience that was free and loving. And so I choose love.
I'm so glad. Okay, so for all of you who's tuning in and you want to say yes to love, you got to check out this book. It's called Unlocking Light. So please click on the description field for the page of information of how to buy the book, and also how to join us for these workshops where we will unlock your light at the soul, heart, mind, energy, and body level. Wow, thank you so much, Diana, for...
One more thing.
Yeah, okay, yes, what else do you want to say?
What would be your new conversation about men for you moving forward now?
Okay, my new conversation is all men want to serve me.
I think that's gonna get you in trouble again, Winnie.
Okay, what do you think my new conversation should be?
No, I'm just saying, no, we'll take that one.
Okay. So, well, I feel like yin and yang opposite, right? All men are selfish. The opposite is all men serve unconditionally, right? So unconditional service can be the Starbucks person, could be, the person who's emptying the trash can, like men just being more unconditional in their service. And what I realize is when I think men, I'm not thinking the male species. When I think men, I'm actually thinking human beings, right? When I say all men are selfish, I actually mean all men and women are selfish, including myself. And so what I'm actually manifesting is a better world where all human beings, men, women, young and old, we all serve each other unconditionally. And yes, so you can also serve us unconditionally by, getting the book and joining our workshop. So together, what I love about what Diana says is one person's breakthrough is everybody's breakthrough. So when you come to these Unlocking Light workshops, if you have a breakthrough and you share that with everybody, then everybody has this breakthrough and the world becomes a better place. Wouldn't you say that's true?
Yes. Light for all.
Life for all,
Light,
yes.
Light for all.
Yeah.
Right? And which means life.
Yes.
Right? Which
Yeah.
would say life, light, because we're all one.
Exactly. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm going to see you next Thursday.
Please like, share, and subscribe. We equip people with the skills to navigate the ups and downs of life. Will you help us solve the mental health crisis? Please donate to Compassionate Transformation at lovect.net. Thank you, thank you, thank you.